Hey, this is Weeding Freight 976, and ladies and gentlemen, just like hello, this is Weeding Freight 976 here with Stupidest People in Politics, and just like those lemmings who keep jumping off the cliff, these people don't learn their lesson either. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is from Raw. What is it? Come on. Raw Story. I thought it was Raw Meat for there for a second, but it's Raw Story. Young Turk, the sexist Fox News host. You! And that's Ana Kasparian, the Young Turks, who I like a lot. She's very, very smart lady. And this is about good old Greg Gutfeld from that Pulitzer Prize winning classic, Red Eye, who Mr. Gutfeld doesn't think there's any need for now anymore. And here's his explanation, or lack thereof. He's mad because the National Organization of Women now organized a boycott on old Rush Limbaugh because he called Georgetown University law student, Sandra Fluke, pardon my language, slut. So they organized, and a bunch of people have dropped Rush and everything. That's not sitting too well with the good old people at Fox. So Gutfeld opens his crap hole and says, "The only people that are in now are the people who work in now," Gutfeld argued. "There are more women in NASCAR than now." I get it, because there's hardly any women in NASCAR. "Perhaps they are a victim of their own success," he added. "They are not as prevalent as they are anymore because, for example, women have all the rights, they can shop." Yes, and as Mrs. Romney has servants. But as a lot of my, some of my female fans know, who are especially the ones who are stay-at-home moms, or working moms, after the women get done with the shopping, they have to come home and attend to whiny mouths, and burp, clean, feed, pick up, do everything for them, and after they get done with the husband, then they even pay attention to the kids. Of course, Ana Kasparian fought back and said, "I love that," she quipped. "Women have all the rights they need. They go shopping. I'm going to make an argument that misogyny doesn't exist. Then women have all the rights they need by making a sexist comment about them. F you." I mean, she said it pretty harsh. Thank you, Ms. Kasparian. And to you, Mr. Gutfeld. The 1950s called. They want their slang back. Runner-up. That would be Family Research Council President Tony Perkins, who is upset that Mike and Ike the Candy, which it's just a publicity stunt, folks, but you and I know this. But somebody don't tell Tony Perkins that, because he thinks they're really broke up and that they were a gay couple. And he said this: "It's just another subtle example of society chipping away at the morals. What's more disturbing, that advertisers think divorce appeals to kids." It's candy. It's a brand of candy. It's not real. God forbid that idiot watched the M&M commercial where the red M&M takes his red shell off and everything and starts dancing. Man, he'd really freak out. "I'm sexy, and I know it. Look at my body, yeah! Look at my body, wiggle, 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 wiggle." I mean, really, man, if you were to watch that, you really would have a heart attack then. So, my God. Woo! But, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, and in this one, I'm not going to throw any paper like I usually do. This one, it really upsets me. Governor Rick Scott of Florida. Oh, no. Let's not call him Governor Rick Scott. Let's call him Governor Asshole. Vetoes funds for rape crisis centers during Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Nice timing. Florida Governor Asshole shot the Florida Council Against Sexual Violence this week when he vetoed $1.5 million in funding for 30 rape crisis centers in the middle of Sexual Assault Awareness Month. State lawmakers loaded that money to offset an increase in need and a lack of sufficient funding for victims' services. A spokesperson for Asshole said he vetoed that particular line of item because of the state budget, because the state already funds sexual violence programs, and nobody was able to make it clear to him why rape crisis centers needed the new funding. Because every year you don't get something funded. It needs new funding. So when you say it's everything funded for, you have to fund it again, asshole. And even if it was funded for, like you couldn't spend more money, maybe for more sufficient workers, more centers maybe, better, better treatment, better aid for these people who have been traumatized. Like you couldn't have done that. Instead, he cut a tax deal to give the top people in his state a tax cut. That's where the money went. Instead of helping some poor girl out there, or even some poor guy out there who's been traumatized and raped, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have to save it for Daddy Warbucks smoking a cigar. Governor Asshole. Today's stupidest person in politics.